So let's go into the Premier League team of the season so far. I mean, we say so far, it's nearly over, but it is international break, so why not? However, you can only pick... the title is not mathematically over. You're only allowed one player per team to build out this 11. So I went 4-2-3-1. I believe you did too. Right. In goal, I've got Matt Sells from Forest. It was a toss-up between him and Raya.
Yep.
Have you got Sells as well?
No, I wanted to get somebody else from the
Sanchez.
Forest team. Yes, I went for David Raya.
You didn't fancy Sanchez then, no?
Well, no, as much as positivity I've spread about Sanchez's performance this season, I thought he just missed out, unfortunately.
He's unlucky. He was unlucky.
Very unlucky.
So you went Raya. Okay.
I went Raya, yeah.
Yeah, man. We'll get to it. I was so tempted to put him in to put in another Forest player, but yeah, I went Sells ultimately. Fantastic season, so not really much to add. I think both keepers have been solid throughout the season, so pulled off many saves and side points. Right back, well, back four, right back. I've got Munoz from Palace, Gabriel from Arsenal, Howson from Bournemouth, and Robinson from Fulham.
Right. Okay. I've got Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Murillo. I've got Howson, if I've pronounced that correctly, and I've got Guardiola and as the back four.
You went Guardiola?
Oh, I thought he's had quite a good seat.
You got two left backs.
Yeah, I know, but one of them could play right back as well.
Jeez.
Fullback.
Oh yeah, okay. You've turned into Gary Neville. He did this halfway through the season and put Guardiola. He got absolutely butchered for it.
He's got a mint job on Sky Sports and he talks to football, and they got way more listeners than us, so you should be so lucky. Gary.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I wouldn't have. Well, he wasn't even in contention for me. Guardiola, Murillo was. I definitely was tempted by him, but yeah, no, I didn't go down that route. I'm surprised you went Guardiola.
I just think he's been there. I don't know why, but I felt pressurised to get a Manchester City player in there, and I thought he's the best of a pretty bad bunch this year.
Well, I got a spoiler for you. I've got no City players.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Yeah, Haaland had a case because I was thinking, but he hasn't been great, but he still scored a ton of goals. What is he, second or third highest goal scorer in the league? Ridiculous considering, by all accounts, he had a bad season. So I was tempted by him, but ultimately I didn't. Midfield 2, before you get into it. Well, we'll just say midfield 3, but I'm playing 4-2-3-1. So the 2 in the pivots, I've got Tielemans and Bruno Fernandes. And then ahead of them...
Great defensive midfielder that Bruno Fernandes is, but yeah.
Hey, he's played there and he's been United's best player, so... and then attacking mid, ignoring the last 8 weeks, I've gone Palmer.
Just letting that slide.
Yeah, I mean, he was so good at halfway of the season, and he was the last player I put in. I was just, after the players I'd used from the clubs, I thought, okay, I'll go for him. I actually wanted Gibbs White as well, but I couldn't because I went Sells. But yeah, what's your midfield 3?
Yeah, I wanted Gibbs White in there as well, but I'd used Murillo up. So I went with McGinn instead of Tielemans, because I think he often goes uncredited in terms of that midfield and has played exceptionally well, both Champions League and Premier League. I put Caicedo in there. I think he's been our best performer. And then I had Bruno in the number 10 in his rightful position, albeit I'm not his biggest fan.
Coming from the guy who's just put Guardiola at right back.
Yeah, we'll gloss over that.
Yeah, we'll gloss over that. At least Bruno's played in the pivot as a 2. No, that's fair. Caicedo's been much better this season, to be fair. He's shown more signs, hasn't he? Or shown more signs of the actual Brighton player you bought.
Mm-hmm.
McGinn out there, ran out of clubs.
Yeah, rogue choice. But you've got to have a rogue one in there, haven't you?
You do. Yeah, I mean, McGinn's had a good season. I thought Tielemans has had a good season because he's basically played a lot more and actually been very effective. Because when he first came in, he struggled. There was talks of him like leaving, so I think he's turned that around.
Yeah,
and
fair.
Palmer. There we go. Right, front three. Salah.
Yep.
Isak.
Yep.
And this is where I've cheated a little bit. I've put Brian Mbuemo, and he doesn't play off the left. He plays off the right. So, but I'm pretty sure he could do a very good job off the left.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to go with that. I mean, Brentford have got where those players have sprung from is quite incredible in terms of and their level of consistency. I mean, what are they now? What 11th in the table?
Mm-hmm. Is it 11
points? Yeah, I mean they could finish close to 50 points easily.
Yeah, easily.
It's just phenomenal, really, when you think about it.
Another great season.
Yeah, and play really good football as well.
Thomas Frank can't deny that he's been fantastic. I mean, he's due a bigger move, I would have thought. Don't know who to, but
yeah,
there's got to be clubs thinking about it.
Definitely.
So
maybe he goes to. Yeah, I went with Salah, Isak, and then another rogue one because I felt obliged to get a Brighton player in there, so I went with Mitoma. Albeit I know he's not been anywhere near as strong as he has been in previous seasons, but yeah, I thought I'd get him in there. I probably in reflection, I think probably you were better shout there with Mbuemo. I forgot about him, to be fair.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, mate. Another consistency. Yeah. He epitomises Brentford, like the consistency levels. And when they kind of go under radar a little bit now because they become the team like, yeah, I expect them to do all right. But then you look and you go, actually, they're doing really well. So they kind of lose the credit sometimes. It gets a little bit lost. But yeah, so Matoma, yeah. See, yeah, he's had a lot of purple patches this season, I feel like.
Yeah.
Where he's done really well for a good few weeks, but then he's just dropped off. But Brighton, I looked at Belieber from midfield, but I went with Tielemans.
I had him in and then moved him around, yeah.
It's a difficult one, though, when you can only pick one per team.
It is indeed. So how many matches did we get there? So we got 1, 2, 3 with Bruno. So 2 front line, 1 in midfield, and then 2 at the back. We both had
Robinson and Howson, yeah.
Howson.
I think it's pronounced. Howson.
Who knows? We're not on Sky Sports.
No, we're not. Well, if we were, we're Paul Merson. So.
Yeah, true. So that's matches of nearly half.
Yeah, take that. I think considering the parameters on it, decent teams. Yeah. I mean, but it's just for the Guardiola one. But I did throw Mbuemo off the left, so I'll let it go. But yeah,
maybe if you played him right back, they would be further up in the table this season. Who knows? Maybe I know more than Pep.
Maybe it may get you in there. Yeah, you probably would have done a better job than Rico Lewis there, to be fair.